Oh man. God damn. We live, man. We live. What's good, family? What's good? What's happening? What's popping? I want to know, family. Listen, I'm out here, I'm out here today. I just wanted to speak with the family. You know, them ways there. I just wanted to speak with the family. I logged onto YouTube, had a quick little, had some spare time. I was just chewing down on something and I was like, let me just go and check and see what YouTube is saying. Let me go and check. And I was just looking through a few videos and stuff like that, going through a few messages as well. And I was like, oh, for real. Let me actually, quickly do a video on this, because I was supposed to do a video on this like time ago. Like, it was my intention to do something, yesterday. But I didn't get a chance to do it. So my apologies for actually not doing it. And let me just quickly do this actually. Let me, break y'all into some little bread right about now, yeah. Shout outs right now, yeah, to my brother Shamsi, okay. Shout outs to my brother Shamsi. My brother's actually got a channel on YouTube, okay, called Sunni Dawah, okay. Man like Eunice, I see you. Got Eunice there, got obviously Shamsi, and quite recently they literally posted this yesterday. I know they tagged me on Facebook, messaged me and so forth, and so I just wanted to bring attention to this because me personally, like, you see me getting in conversations and debates and discussions with Muslims, my brother Shamsi, and like I just wanted you lot to know, like, my brother Shamsi, yeah, is like one of the realest, one of the absolute realest. I actually like the brother. Like, genuinely like the brother, like from the bottom of my heart. Like, he's a real brother. And if you're in that paradigm itself, like Islamic paradigm, like, I couldn't point you in a better direction to learn the very fundamentals of your deen, yeah, other than, in terms of Speaker's Corner, other than Shamsi and that groups of individuals right there. Okay, you got Shamsi, you got Eunice, you got Adam, and you also got Eunice. And what did I say? Anwar? Yeah, you got those brothers there. Yeah, they're the Salafi brothers. They're the Salafi brothers. There's obviously other Muslims that get down as well, and they're on point. But I'm talking about those ones who are in the field, yeah, representing and also teaching and also doing things that's very much so visible. Okay, so recently I know they went out, they done they had a Dawah table in Shepherd's Bush, basically talking about terrorism, so basically it's anti-terrorism, speaking out against Al-Qaeda, speaking out against ISIS and all of these other groups, and kind of educating people about these different groups, yeah, and who they are as Salafi, as Salafi. I mean, like, Shamsi and them as Salafi, and how they're completely against it, and they've been speaking out against this type of terrorism and this extremism that's going on, in terms of ISIS, etc. So I'm gonna give it to them, because you don't really get to see enough of that taking place. He made an excellent point in the video as well. They're like all these demonstrations, people asking him like, oh, you're demonstrating about cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad, but I don't see none of you demonstrating against all this terrorism that's taking place. Like, for him, like demonstrating, me personally, I hear you, I'm with you, my brother, I'm with you, yeah. The whole protesting and all them things there, like, I'm not down for it neither, innit? I'll be real with you, I'm not down with it. Some people are gonna jump in my head and be like, what do you mean you're not down for it, etc, etc. Yeah, I'm down for it for up to a certain point, if it's actually part of a strategy or a campaign to actually spread awareness. But then what's the next step? So that's what my standpoint is. So he made an excellent point that it's all about education and causing bloodseed, and causing actual awareness on these issues that's taking place. And he's literally doing that, going out with his team. I saw a few other brothers there as well from Speaker's Corner. They went out there and actually trying to educate the people about this situation. So shouts to them, man, for actually doing something that's credible, that's actually helping and aiding a community and educating us as a community as well about these different groups that's out there, and making it known that they do not support this thing. So shouts to my brother Shamsi, man. I've got to do that, man. I've got to do that. I've got to show my love and support. Come on. Yeah, family. What's good though? What's good? Aha! I know we want to go into some information a little while. So yeah. I just wanted to sing my brother's praise. I want to sing my brother's praise, and also I actually want to sing his. Let me sing his praise, because I need to just, you know, obviously be critical and give, like, you know, the pros and cons. So let me just give him all these praises as well, because I was speaking with him today, yeah, and I was like, he was dropping me some stuffs, and I was like, yo, like, it fills my heart with joy, yeah, to see, even if people are actually trying to learn about Kemet, you know, for another reason, let's just say, than other people that's trying to learn Kemet, who are part of the community, they're trying to learn for a particular reason. But I'm happy nonetheless, yeah, that my brother and other brothers are actually taking their time out to actually educate themselves about a particular system before they speak against it. You know, and he ran me with some gems as well. You know, he ran me with some gems. You know, he's really been you know, keyed up on what's going on. I was surprised when he came out, you know, to talk about Sunni TV with the Jabari debate and Reggie. I was like, yo, I haven't even watched this debate. I'm just surmising what you're saying. Like, okay, this sounds like Jabari. I know Reggie well. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, you know, I know how Reggie's mind stays, because we've been a part of, like, you know, researches, and we're talking with each other and so forth. So I know how Reggie stays. You know, he done a tour with me when I went over into New York, you know, going to the museums and stuff. So I know how Reggie stays, but I've also observed Jabari, so I know the two different personalities and two different personas and so forth. But it's like, okay, cool. So shout outs to you, man, Shamsi. Shout outs to you for doing your thing still. And you dropped a gem. You dropped an absolute gem. Let me quickly speak on this still. He dropped a gem still. He dropped an absolute gem when we was having a debate on COE, baby. COE. It's basically the first video. Yeah, the first video when we literally, me and Gabs just stepped into the park now. He's like, yeah, I got you, Kat. I got you. So in that video, you know, he dropped something that was so powerful that I asked him to, you know, repeat that again for the camera. Repeat that again from the camera, because you know what, yeah, like, I know, yeah, that I'm gonna go home, rewatch these videos, dissect these videos, pull it apart, and do my research based upon what people are actually saying. So, you know, I'm not so arrogant, okay, and full of pride and information and knowledge that I'm not actually going to listen into what other people are saying. I'm all ears. When people are talking, I'm there to learn. I'm there to learn, to Bomba. I'm there to learn. Like, I'm upset most of the times here when the environment isn't set for learning. So whenever somebody's saying something to me, listen, trust me, best believe, yeah, I'm going home, I'm going to do the research on what they're saying. Just like the other day, I was watching, shout outs to, who else? Who am I shouting out to? I'm giving a shout out to, what the blood seed? Yo, I want a Ross. Okay, I was giving a, let me give a shout out to Dawah Digital, yeah, because he dropped something in a video, basically, yeah. There was a guy, he dropped something in there, yeah, and I was like, listen, listen, swipe. Trust me, it was one of those ones there, yeah. So there's always gems to look out for. So he dropped a little gem. I done my little research, yeah, and God, almighty, listen, it wasn't even what it's not even what he directed us to, is what I found based upon his direction, yeah. And I was like, I don't think you know what you just did there, you know. That was powerful. I learned something based upon what he said, which was enlightening, which was very enlightening. He mentioned a book, he mentioned, you know, I'm just even leaving out. He actually mentioned a group of people that worshipped, you know, Jesus and Mary, etc, etc, etc. So I was like, let me actually go and research that. I couldn't find the Arabic book or the person that he's speaking about, but I found some more information that was around it. And they had some powerful information on the ancient Egyptians, yeah. That was like, and next to it, I was like, woohoo! Gems, baby, gems. Oh man, look at that, man. I thought I was kicked out. Sorry, family. I don't know what happened. I apologize. I know all you lot are leaving out now. I am sorry for what just transpired. I don't know, maybe I'll do another video afterwards, maybe, but real quickly, just for those who are actually still here, let me just quickly talk about it, right? So yeah, he gave some information, yeah, but it had some powerful information to do with the ancient Egyptians in retrospect to like the Christians and the Jews, yeah, and it was like, oh my god, like, oi. Listen, whatever, like, trust me, yeah, it's banging still, it's banging. But of course, I'm gonna actually critique the video. I should critique the video, right? I should critique it. You know what? Since it's all cutting out, I don't know if I should, right? I'm not gonna critique it right now. But I had interesting fun, yeah, because I said to myself, yeah, like, because Speaker's Corner, yeah, it's like, it's funny. It's very funny. Like, I love it, but at the same time, yeah, it's very difficult to speak with people. Especially when you're debating. Why do I say that? Because sometimes people don't want to let you speak. I actually calculated, yeah, I spoke for a maximum of 4 minutes. 4 minutes. It's a 31-minute video, and I mean, and that's even including like the minute and a half that I included the minute and a half that me and Gabs spoke at the end. Like, yeah, I included that into the set. It was 4 minutes, you know. 4 minutes in total, yeah, out of 31 minutes, yeah, or 30 minutes, 31 minutes, however much you want to calculate, yeah, that I actually got to speak. I was like, this is interesting. This is very interesting. Like, I don't know, man. I don't know for you guys, yeah, but I hope, actually, I want to highlight this, yeah, because it seems though every single time, yeah, me and Gabs actually get involved with a discussion and a debate. And I'm not even speaking negatively about anybody, yeah? I'm just simply saying, like, sometimes we have to clock these things. We have to actually clock these things. That a lot of the times, we are not afforded the same respect. And I'm not saying my brother Shamsi doesn't respect us, because he's got love and respect same way, innit, yeah? But I'm just saying it's a trait that we're noticing, and a trend that we're noticing, that when me and Gabs are speaking, okay, we are very much so respectful of people's space, their time, and what they've got to say. Regardless if we disagree or not, we've got something, we've got that patience to be like, okay, let me let you finish, and so forth. Let's remain and keep that etiquette and that humbleness about us, okay? Is very key. It's very key, because, you know, most time, you know, people are there to debate, to win an argument, and winning an argument at times, yeah, what do we call it in logic? There's actually a name for this. What's it called? A Figric? I need to, when I get home, it's called a Figric victory, something along those lines. It's where a victory where you win a debate, not by debating, but by quarreling and shouting and all those things there, where it's not a genuine win. I'm not saying that Shamsi won or nothing. I'm just saying that a lot of times that people do these things where they believe they're talking over people, or they're shouting, or they're talking for a long period of time. You know, the crowd believes as though something is happening, like somebody's winning something because they're speaking for so long. So I just want to know, I just want to hopefully in the future, we can get back to real pious, okay, if I'm speaking to my religious audience, real pious and real humble discourses where we respect each other and humble ourselves in front of the presence of each other, because it's key. Because I can't be there, yeah, for over 30 minutes, yeah, and only being afforded 4 minutes, okay, in total. I mean, like, I was calculating 10 seconds here, 30 seconds here. Like, the most I got to speak, yeah, at two occasions was for 1 whole minute, and I was like, wow, that's incredible. Twice for 1 whole minute, you know, out of a whole discussion where other people are speaking uninterrupted for like 5 minutes straight. So hopefully, I want to highlight this here, because you can see a lot of the videos is pretty much like this. So if we could bring that into the attention of people, because a lot of times, you know, they may not know what's actually going on, and I'm noticing it with a lot of our Muslim brethren, we don't get the nice flow and the dialogue taking place. And sometimes people say, let's bring out a stop clock or a watch and so forth. And I don't think we need to even go to that extent to do those things. I just think we need to have that etiquette between ourselves, and hopefully we can actually foster that and kind of realize that we need it. Okay, we definitely do need it, trust me. And someone mentioned in the comments, you know, it's quality, you know, quality statements. It's content over everything, basically. Literally, that is the content of what somebody's actually saying rather than how much he's saying. All right. Let me just quickly see what's going on.
Allow Shamsi to speak for 80% of the time. You have to get your game up. That is a debate tactic. Plus, he was calling you a liar and much more. He needed a quick smack.
No. You don't need no smack. Do you know what it is? I like doing that. I actually like doing it because I want other people to actually reflect, not just based upon, you know what, let's do this like this. There is a very powerful teaching that goes throughout, like Jewish scriptures, Christian scriptures, Islamic scriptures, and Kemetic scriptures. Okay, and the two things is, like, for example, Jesus was asked, what is the greatest law or laws in the commandments, or just what's the greatest words of God, basically. Number one is to do with piety, loving God, etc., with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your desires, etc., etc., etc. And then number two, is treating your fellow man equitable, basically. That's literally the two things. Muhammad spoke about this. I brought people piety, or the worship of one God, and then also to do with improving character and conduct. Okay, and obviously, of course, ma'at is literally twofold as well. Literally twofold. Is to do with the divine world, okay, which is to do with piety, and then the second one is to do with morals. Okay, ma'at being righteous and just. So those are the twofold things that all I believe it's supposed to be in all religions. They teach this. There is the higher self, where you pursue knowledge, and then there's also the moral self. Okay, so I like to portray a very well-rounded, well-moraled person, that I don't need to get into quarrels. I don't need to get into shouting matches. I don't need to get into heated encounters and things of that nature. I like to let my own moral system shine through. People talking about Dawah, via their lips and their mouth, or calling people to their faith via their lips and their mouths, rather than by their actions. So, for me, it's my actions that counts more than anything else. Like just the other day when what's his name? Issa said to me certain things, and I said, yo, Issa saved my soul. Yeah, remember that video? It's like I was kind of shocked, because like, hold on, my morals kind of slipped right then. My morals slipped, and my Muslim brother's morals were higher than mine at one single moment, and told me to get out of that and come back into yourself. And I was like, yo, I respect that. And I think that's what we should be teaching more than anything, because half of the time we're not going to be able to persuade another individual from their particular religion or their faith or their ideology. So what's like, if we can't even do that, at least let us treat each other as brothers and sisters, and be equitable and just and harmonious amongst each other. Like, that's what really matters. Like, my God could be false, your God could be real, your God could be false, my God could be real, but that don't really matter. What really truly matters is how we actually treat each other. So I hope that makes a little bit of sense. I'm actually gonna read something here. They're really stealing your spot. I'm not saying they are bad or anything, but it seems a bit shady. Nah, man. No. Let's not. Again. So let me just talk on that quickly. Like, I don't have any competition. I really don't have any competition at all. People think that. I don't know what people thinking, but I don't have any competition. Nobody's my competition. Everybody is, for me, I see everybody as a person that I have an opportunity to actually help and aid in their life, and to bring them where they need to go. Do you see what I'm saying? So I would never look at another man as competition like that, unless we genuinely trying to compete. When we say, I want to compete with you to make you better, and I want to make myself better, then it's competition in that sense. But it's to actually aid each other in our personal growth. But no, nobody ain't I don't personally perceive any shady maneuvers and them ways there. I have purposefully taken some time out from actually doing recordings in that sense. Okay, I've personally made a decision myself. It's not because somebody else has told me or making me or anything like that. I've personally made that decision for a higher purpose. Okay, for a higher purpose. Y'all peep game soon. Phil, you don't like to answer me at the moment. Okay, let's see. Comment has too many holes. No one can identify who your authors are. Really? I think the problem is, most people are coming from religious mindset. I
And I don't know what you mean by who your authors are. Like, I really don't understand. I really don't understand that. Like, it doesn't make any sense to any of us. Like, who's your author? It's like going into a going into a business class and asking, who's the author of your business class? It's like, huh? What do you mean? Like, oh, who's the author of your maths class? Who's the author of your health if you're doing a doctor? Like, I don't know. Medicine, who's your author of medicine? Like, those type of questions don't really make any sense, if that makes any sense. I hope you see what I'm saying to you. Like, the questions need to be properly well defined and so forth. And again, as I say, like, I don't know what you mean. If you're talking about literature, like Kemet has, like Kemet, oh, I think Kemet, if I'm not mistaken, is the most literate society in terms of ancient world civilization. We're pulling out so much literature that I'm not aware of any other civilization has so much recordation as Kemet. So if that's what you're talking about, literature, yeah, we know who some of the authors are for particular works. I don't know what you mean. You have to ask a real question. Before you say false or true, Phil wishes for. Oh yeah, come on, family, man, hit up the like button, man. Hit the like button, because I'm not gonna be here for much longer. Hit the like button and also comment. I really want to read your comments when we go off air as well. Okay, Phil, we're claiming we don't see God in this earth. He sends us many prophets. Okay, they believe Jesus walking on what is true. Competition with yourself, be a better person you are. Yes, yeah, of course. God is just a made up concept by primitive people. They believe Quran from the clouds of truth. Peace to Titans TV. What's good? Answer, Islam is the only truth. Okay, cool. Answer, you claim something, you give proof of speaking truth. Okay. I'm just reading some of your comments before anything else. Okay, Kalam kneeling again. What's the show? Okay, the way you believe the atheists, we believe that's okay. 0% is the only respect. Yeah, I know. Yeah, family. So yeah, I just read some of your comments. If you got any more comments, just literally tag Titans TV, and I will do my best to actually read them out as well. Hopefully, I may try to do a video. I'm not even too sure if I'm going to do a video. It's late, to be honest with you. It is late for me to actually go and do a video, and I was a bit upset that, you know, YouTube tried to send me out of this, man. Try to send me out of this. So yeah. For all atheists, who creates death and why, and where we will go after death? Okay. If you read the Quran and the Bible, you know how many. You can never answer that. Okay. So yeah, family. That was literally it. I wanted to speak about. To be honest, I must have more in my mind, to be real with you. But I actually wanted to, the primary function of this particular video, I definitely wanted to give a shout out to Shamsi and to give a shout out to the Sunni Dawah team for putting in the work. Regardless if most of us agree with them or disagree with them, we should always be able to put our ideological differences aside and actually look at the physical work that people are actually doing. Like, regardless if you agree with them, are they doing something productive within inside of the larger community or inside of their community itself? Are they portraying what it is to be a good human being? And so far as I can actually perceive, yeah, these brothers are actually putting in the work and doing something productive rather than just simply talking. So yeah, I gotta shout them out, man. I have to shout them out. Let me quickly see what's going on. Okay, so Sana was paid by African Campbell. I don't know about that. I don't even know. To be real with you, I haven't actually been checking out what's been going on the other side of the pond, the American side of things. So these claims, you may have to produce your evidence. I don't know. I don't know. I haven't been keeping, abreast with what's going on. Kalam, why there is death according to your Kemetic belief? Number one, it's not a Kemetic belief, and number two, once there is life, there is death. Once there is a creator, there is destruction. Okay, those two come in hand together. In order for you to create something, you must destroy something else. What do I mean by that? Okay, In order for you to create or plant a seed for a tree or whatever to grow out from the ground, you now have to disrupt the earth, the ground that was already there, uproot it, and actually cover it over. So you're now destroying something to create something new. It's just what happens. Creation and destruction goes hand in hand. This is the world of polarity that we're living in. Okay? The world on the laws of polarity. Okay? There can't be any love without hate. Them ways there. There always has to be an opposite. There can't be any hot without cold. Them ways there. There's just, we live in the world of polarity, baby. That's all it is. When you die is the end of the story. Nothing happened before you were born. What makes you think there is going to be something after death? I hear you. Death is natural as life. Genius, agreed. Kalam, how many selves can we have? Higher, lower, moral self? Surely only one true self. Yeah, we have a multiplicity within inside of out of the oneness. If that makes any sense. For example, you have one hand, but you have 5 fingers, and on those 5 fingers, you have 5 fingernails, and so forth and so forth. You know, like it's just the way we are. It's just the way we are. There is multiplicity within inside of the unity. I hope that makes sense. I hope it makes sense to you. I beg it makes sense to you. So, really, who decided it's natural or not, and who created the natural things in the first place? Okay, nature is the answer, bro, not some magical fairy tale. Answer, you was, okay. It doesn't matter what I was. I am an ex-Muslim, and that's it. Or and an atheist, and I'm an agnostic atheist, to be sure. I love that, agnostic atheist. I love that terminology so much. Trapped in the books like a genie, trapped in the lamp, in my SETI voice. I'm trying to even think about Seti's voice. No homo. Malat Sarah. Death is something supernatural. Not scientists in the world know how it happens and why. So don't. Okay. Kalam to Buffer and Conquer. Would you agree that it's the Kemetic text? Tor Bafa Boga. I've never heard of that before. You may have to be educated. You may have to educate me, because I don't know what that is. Yes, well, it makes sense. Okay, cool, excellent. Should be able to explain that, because yes, really can. We have changed our Blaze's name. He's now not okay. Who is the owner of your voice? Who first declared or documented the principles of Ma'at? Big up, Kalam. Yo, so let's see. Eddie 82. Who is the author of the 42 laws of the 42 laws? And then who first declared or documented the principle? Okay, so who is the author of the 42 laws? We always say this, but let me just quickly correct your statement in terms of who's the author of the 42 laws. There isn't actually 42 laws itself. It's actually 42 declarations of innocence. And who is the author? And we always say this, it's actually the people. The people itself. And most people are like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Like, how can the people be the author? It's that simple. Like, the people are the authors. And it's like a brain F for most people. So I'll have to just quickly break it down. In Egypt, or Kemet, which is the ancient name for it, in Kemet there was literally something called the 42 nomes, or the 42 sepat in the language. Okay, 42 sepats or 42 nomes is roughly speaking like saying there is 42 cities or 42 states. Okay, 42 states in the whole of Kemet. Although it would fluctuate depending on what time and what type of empire it was and what landmass they were in control of. But let's just say, as a basic understanding, there was 42 nomes, 42 different states, okay? And in each one of those states, okay, the people themselves had something that they thought was very abominable to them, okay? Very abominable to them, okay? And generally speaking, let's just say stealing was abominable to them. Raising your voices to the ancestors, or taking things from the offerings, or sleeping with somebody else's spouse, or all those different things. Okay, depending on whichever system that you belong to, or state that you belong to, and school that you belong to, these things were abominable to them. Okay, all right. So, you know, in their own particular states, they will actually say, you know, I have never, you know, stolen, because, you know, it's too abominable to them. Like, you know, it was too abominable. So they will say, I've never done these things. All right, cool. You never done these things. And after time, after them actually declaring these things, well, let me backtrack. First, there's something called the declarations of virtue. So they would state what is ma'at, what is truthful, what is virtuous, what is something that they follow and ascribe themselves towards, okay? So the people themselves look around, they know. Like, nobody needs to tell you what is good, okay? And nobody needs to look around, nobody needs to tell you what is bad. You know what's good, you know what is bad. So they used to actually, you know, pronounce these things. I'm virtuous because I do all these virtuous good acts. You know, I give money, I give charity, I feed the orphans. You know, I provide a man with, you know, clothes if he hasn't got any clothes, means of travel, etc., etc., etc. So they were like, okay, all right, we know what's virtuous, but what's the opposite of virtue in terms of like ma'at? We have ma'at, we have isfet, which is like, you know, falsehood, lies, and so forth. So what are the things, are the subcategories of isfet, or falsehood and lies and deceit and poverty and all those things? Then they said, these are those things. And they said, okay, cool. You know, these are the things that I will never do. I have not done these things. I will never do these things, and so forth. So that's how it kind of developed. Okay, it developed like that. People just saying, I haven't done these things. And then after a while, the people said, I like that. I like that. How about we actually survey what people actually detest, and let's actually formulate something. You know, let's formulate a documentation. You know, amongst the temple system that we can use as a repository of information to say, these are the things that we find detestable. And in the New Kingdom, they literally dug into these things that other people were saying for however many years prior to that, and they formulated a document called the 42 Declarations of Innocence. And they even kept the things called declarations of virtues, basically, as well. So you'll find those two things in the Book of the Dead. But those two things were an evolution or progress. Yeah, it was an evolution of earlier things based upon what people themselves in their community found either virtuous or detestable. So right now, you know, somebody might accuse you of being a thief, and you say, no, I'm not a thief. Like, that has to be one of the most despicable things to do. I will never steal, you know. Oh, I'll never rape somebody. I will never commit pedophilia. You know, these are the things that we classify as detestable. Okay, cool. And after a while, you know, other people share the same thing, you know. You know, the mandem, you know, mandem say, man, I link pum pum rude boy. Them Jamaican mandem, I link no pum pum rude boy. Man, I eat no pork rude boy. I mean, well, you think me I lie with pork? Yeah, man, I lie with pork rude boy. And after a while, you know, as we're growing up, we said, nah, rude boy, bonfire upon them things there. And then, you know, somebody asked us, so what do you find to be abominable? And we say, yo, this is abominable, that is abominable. Is it? I like that, you know. Let's write up some more things that we find abominable. And that's kind of how it developed. That's literally how it developed. Okay? And you will find this in the New Kingdom. You can find all of this information as to, you know, the first time the 42 was put together. I mean, the first time the 42 was found together in a particular tomb. And then you can also go back to prior to the New Kingdom. You can see in other tombs where the evolution process of like 4 or 5 was stated there. 4 or 5 was stated in another tomb. 10 of them were stated in another tomb until it properly developed into a codified form. I hope that makes sense to you. Okay? It's that simple. You lot are looking for some, you know, and God said, out of the skies, the clouds parted. And God said 42 different things, and the people heard his voice, and the chosen one, known as Rahotep, wrote those sacred words down. Sorry, no. We don't deal with spookism, we deal with reality, okay? It's that simple. Let's see. He sent down to you the book with a dream, okay? That's right. I love it. How do we know these things are truly from one God? Like people like Israel, white Jews, differentiate. Oh, those who disbelieve neither will your wealth. Okay. Quran voters. Okay. Okay. Raphael said, Kalam, stop confusing the Muslims or Muslims. It's not their fault. Yeah, I apologize. I'm not even trying to do that, but of course I hear you. Let me quickly get into this. Okay, how do we know what hieroglyphics mean? Are you serious? They're pictograms. They couldn't be more self-evident. I like Atheist Alliance. I love that. Respect, my brother. Thanks for addressing my questions. No problem, King. Okay, okay. Honey, please go play. You lot are funny. You're from that. Okay, let me just. I don't like to. You lot write some madness, and I'm there trying to read it out. I can't even read out certain things. It's not PC. Nah, I'm not. The person is her froze. Are you admitting doing it? Just for your nonsense. First proof of us backs for us. Back sounds you heard, then I will go. Okay, and so yeah, it's like hey, Wagon Doc Strange 420. We out here, my brother. We out here. But you need to be born in a religion in order to feel natural to pray to Allah or Krishna. Sorry, I can't hear. Okay. Okay, I'm trying to get through all of your stuffs real quickly. I'm out here for too long. That is the deity that is the restrictions of Ra. Okay. There's a thought. Okay, come on, family, man. Let's respect, man. Let's respect. Man said, and God said, man said, James Smith's voice, listen, I wish I learned how to actually bellow like Jay Smith, that is a powerful way to speak, The Kemetic spirituality is based on faith. No one can deny this unless you're that. Telling what you gonna do. Okay. Man said, yeah, Muslims. Okay, I got you. Can I ask? Yeah, go on. You can always ask. I'll show you also. You said about the hadith is that the angel Allah. Yep, I did say that. Question is 600. The hadith says it was Gabriel. Can't see what you're reading. Nope. Some hadith says it was Allah, and other hadith says it was an angel, and other hadith say it was Jibrail. Okay. Who said it, is actually true, the same just like any religion. Hadith when the person spell check before that. Hey, let me just quickly get in. Man, like Big Valley in the building. Only these are strong until they're questioned. I like that. That is a lie. There is no way you could translate hieroglyphics if you saw it for the first time until now. Translate? Did you say translate? Or fathom a meaning? I think you could fathom a meaning based upon what the hieroglyphs look like. I wouldn't deny you in saying translate. I wouldn't deny you on that one. So you have been recently. Then do you enjoy reading symbols? I'm actually reading. Khalid Yusuf says, do you enjoy reading symbols? Yeah, well, I'm reading symbols right now in terms of the English alphabet and what is grammatically put forward in front of me right now. Yeah, I have to enjoy it. Translate the fanatics. Sure, enjoy our info. Trust me. Let's see. Your boss is one of these. And he's known tonight. Man, you need to stop it. All language symbols, they are called graphemes. That's right. Do you enjoy symbols? Oh man. So yeah, man, that was literally it. Unless you got some like dying last minute questions, I was only meant to be here for like a quick little 10-minute video, but you always got me on here for a little bit longer than I actually intended to be.
But yeah, actually, I need my sleep, you know. I need my sleep. I was thinking, actually contemplating about doing a show tonight, but I think I need my sleep. I do need my sleep. I do. So, family, love. I have to say love to you guys. Hopefully we can jump on a hangouts, man. We'll jump on a hangouts though. I think I've got energy to jump on a hangouts if you guys want to jump on a hangouts. I'm pretty sure there is the old hangouts that we was on the other day that was posted up. Jump on, man, or just inbox us and then we'll just jump on a hangouts. Yeah, I'm down, man. I'm down for actually having some fun tonight. So, family, man, I say swear down. Man, I have to roll out. I can't even send a link, you know, unfortunately. A little bit later on. Peace and love, man. Peace and love, family. Oh man. Young Cali, baby. Chase.